Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your virtual town hall meeting for the last full week of August. Next week is going to be September in the middle of the week, and that is a crazy thought. So if you're watching this, it is either Wednesday, August 25th, Thursday, August 26th, or Friday, August 27th. So we only have 3 birthdays left to finish out the month of August. And we've got 2 on the 25th, which is today, Wednesday, if you're watching this. That is Miss Linda Williams. Happy birthday to you, Linda. And Jim Murphy. Happy birthday to you, Jim. So we both hope you have a great Wednesday today on your birthday. And the last birthday of the month is on Friday the 27th, and that is Faith Shantz. So happy birthday to you, Faith, and everybody who celebrated a birthday in August this year. Actually, we do have one more next week. It's on the other side of the paper here, so I almost missed it. So don't worry, I didn't forget you. You know who you are. We'll get you next week. So I have a couple announcements to you in regards to things about the Joy Department, and that's what the town hall is mainly going to be about today. So the first thing, I do want to apologize for Lori and Jim. Were not able to make it out on Tuesday, the 24th, for their performance. Unfortunately, Jim had a medical procedure done, and he was in the hospital for a couple days. We do have them rescheduled for September. It's going to be the end of September, and it's actually going to be in the evening, which I think might be the first evening performance that they've done for us. So when you get your September calendar, which will be sometime maybe the end of this week, early next week, you can look on there toward the end of the month, and you will see Lori and Jim are rescheduled. Another thing I want to mention is on Thursday, the 26th. So if you're watching this at 2 p.m. on Thursday, after I'm done talking, head up to the 3rd floor medical suite on Main Street, and we are having the medical suite, kind of grand reopening with Arete, the new physical therapy company. So again, pop up to the 3rd floor. We have this really cool piece of technology called the HealthBot. This can take your blood pressure, your weight, your body mass index, and it can store all of that information in there. So come out on Thursday, the 26th, for the open house. You can meet some of the people from Arete, as well as our favorite Steve is going to be there from physical therapy, and maybe a couple other people from his team that you know and love. So we invite you to come out for that. We're going to have some light refreshments, and a wonderful woman named Nancy from Arete is going to be there to show you how the HealthBot works, and then you're going to be able to sign up with Steve, and he can show you how to log in there. It's a really cool piece of equipment. So come on out on Thursday, hang out with us in the afternoon. That's from 2 to 4 p.m. You can come anytime between those 2 hours. So we hope to see you there for that. On Saturday, the 28th, this Saturday, we have our Gus, the therapy dog, here. So Gus is a wonderful pup. I think he's like a Labrador retriever, maybe. He's a beautiful golden dog, though. He's not real long-haired, but he's a really sweet dog. His name is Gus, and then his handler, or his mom's name, is Maureen. So come out and see Maureen and Gus the dog on Saturday. They're going to be here at 1 p.m. over in the Hillside lobby. So come out. You can meet Gus. Maybe he'll do a few tricks for you. On Sunday, the 29th, I have one other announcement to make. We do have on the calendar scheduled a barbershop quartet. Now, it was going to be 4 guys walking through the dining room singing a cappella. However, due to the new mask mandate and social distancing, we did have to cancel their performance for the 29th. And it's actually not something we can do outside because, again, they're singing a cappella. So everything's coming from their voice and their mouth. And so the sound will get lost outside. So we do plan to schedule the barbershop quartet again sometime in the future. You will see a notice, but we do apologize. The barbershop quartet will not be here this Sunday, the 29th. But on Monday, the 30th, you can come to the cafe. We're going to be having some root beer floats, a root beer float social. So stop by after lunch. That's going to run from 1 o'clock to 2:30. Come in. We'll get you a nice, delicious root beer float. It's probably going to be pretty warm that day too, so that'll be good to come out for that. A couple other things I just want to mention as we go into September. We have a couple changes. Obviously, I did mention that we are now wearing masks back in the community. So like Mimi always says, you know, the proper way to wear the mask is over your nose and under your chin, covering your mouth and nose area. So you are required to wear masks now in all of our activities, as well as on the vans. We are also social distancing activities now. So you might start to see some sign-up sheets again. This way we can control the amount of people that are in every activity to comply with the social distancing and the mask mandate. Along with the trips, we are only going to be able to have 6 residents now on the van at one time. We do also need a social distance on the van as well. There's 12 seats, so we got to cut that in half to 6. So you will probably see a more limited sign-ups for some of the trips. So be sure that you sign up early. And again, as I mentioned last week, if you know that you cannot make it to the trip, please let us know in the Joy Department, Melissa or Shannon. This way we can cross your name out and let somebody else in for the trip. We also will probably go back to doing the trip signups just a week in advance, so we can control a little bit more the amount of people are on the van at each time. So trust me, it's no fun for us to have to limit the amount of people, but it is for your safety and protection. So please be kind and bear with us as we are trying to work out the logistics of all of these trips. We will probably add some duplicate trips. So, you know, we might go to Super Walmart twice in September. We might go to the dollar store twice in September. Maybe we'll do a couple lunches 2 times, so that way we can kind of accommodate everybody in the community. Other things, coming up in September is fall. It's going to be fall in September. So that is just wild that the summer is coming to an end. It's going to be fall. Wow. And September and fall means that our annual Artisans exhibit is going to be coming. So look out on the calendar for the Artisans exhibit. Start to look through your apartment and maybe some things that you've created over the years. It can be something you made years ago or maybe something that you've made recently. But we would love to have your art pieces for our annual Artisans exhibit, which will be held in September. Another thing to look forward to in September, along with the fall and the Artisans exhibit and Lori and Jim, we did reschedule our Elvis entertainer. So he's going to be performing outside in September. So check out your calendar when you get that and you can look out for Elvis. All right, in closing, I just want to mention one last thing. Our choir, Arbor Squares in Harmony, our in-house choir, is looking for a piano player to accompany them during choir practice. So if you know anybody who would be interested in doing this, maybe your son or daughter plays piano, maybe your grandson or granddaughter, any great grandkids, we're looking for a volunteer piano accompanist to assist our choir in their practice. So right now their practice is every Thursday. However, we are flexible to move this around if we can find the right piano player for this. We also might be looking out into the community and putting an ad in place. However, with the winter coming and all of the restrictions, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. So we're asking you, the residents of Arbor Square, if you know a piano player who might be interested in coming into our community weekly to play for our piano. And this is a thriving activity. I mean, we get close to 20 people, 15 to 20 residents who perform in our choir. And we are really hoping that we can find a piano player. So please reach out to your friends and family, see if you know anybody who would be willing to play the piano for In Harmony, our fabulous choir. And I certainly want to keep this going because the choir director, Rose Pirano, and I worked on getting some choir music, and they have some really, really great music prepared for our holiday show. So fingers crossed that we can find somebody to play and we can put on this holiday show. So we just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for choosing Arbor Square as your home. We love you. We're trying our best to keep everything rolling and having fun here as we are under these new restrictions with social distancing and wearing masks. So again, we just ask you to be kind to the staff who are having to enforce these rules of social distancing. It's not fun for anybody, but if we stick together, we can make it through this winter, and then hopefully in the spring, we will be back to opening our community back up to full capacity. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of this last full week of August, and we will see you next week in September. See you later.